Hello everyone, my name is Moon and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Alright, so we're still in the experimental mode, trying to fuck around with a few things. So I need to get a horde base already started, because apparently my horde base sucks. So I play I play stuff when I'm not just doing things for content purposes. Shocker. I know. No, I already have one on. I don't think I can put another one on. Can I? No. Oh, I can't even put that on there. Never mind. But yeah. So another thing, I'm gonna be gone this week, so by the time you see this, I'm already gonna be gone. So that's good for you guys to know, just so you guys know what's going on. Going to San Diego. Got invited out. Some people like, hey, we want you to come out to San Diego. And I'm like, okay, sure. Sure, I'll do it. But that's beside the point. Alright. I have a new base design for myself for a horde base. Obviously I can't get it upgraded to the full extent that I would like it, mainly because I don't have any of the necessary stuff for it. Mainly doing the this right here. I don't have what I need because I need concrete, but I can't make a cement maker. I need a lot of things. So, sorry if I just hit my microphone. It is what it is. But that is besides the point. Real quick, I need to put myself iron lung. And we're just going to wait until we get this again. So we can start doing that. No, I'm not. I'm going to actually just go ahead and put on Mother Lore so I start getting a little more. Yeah, 20%. Because I need blocks. So yeah. I need to get a horde base started because, well, from what I was experimenting with on my own little private place of paradise, there's a lot of zombies there. Okay. Sorry. What I've been experimenting with, it has been very, very rough. That being said, hopefully when I talk to Trader, if I can get a pickaxe, that's all the better. I really just need a basic ass pickaxe, mainly for stone, because I can make it at least up to cobble. So that's cool. But anyway, so today's gonna be story day though. I don't really have anything that happened really influential this week. Sorry about that. I don't have anything that's really influential for this week, and I figured, why not, if I don't have anything, give a few stories about me as a person and growing up and becoming a man. I don't know. That's beside the point. Do I have any rocks? I'm sorry. I'm very sporadic. Okay, I do have some rocks, so I can heal my stuff if I need to. Yeah, okay. Alright, so yeah, I figured I'm gonna do some story stuff for you guys to kind of keep you guys entertained. Kind of know who Moon is, really. I can't make a better one, can I? Only two, yeah. So, you guys know I have some bad memories, so I don't know what ages I was when this happened, but I do remember what happened to me. And a lot of it's going to sound obscenely absurd, but just bear with me. So one of the first stories I'm going to tell you guys was the time that I liquefied my lungs to an extent. Now you may be asking, how the hell did you liquefy your lungs? That's not possible. No one just liquefies their lungs, especially on accident. Well, I was going through a phase growing up where I loved to clean shit. Didn't matter what it was, I wanted to clean it. Inside out, outside, in between things. I just love cleaning. And I was getting really good at it. I actually had the stride where I could clean things, and when it would take people probably like the task set amount, I could do it at least half that. Now you're probably thinking, oh, that's pretty good actually, you know? Doing things that takes half the time to do it. Pretty good. Well, I started experimenting with like other cleaning methods because I was like, can I make cleaning go faster but still be very good? More like efficient, you know? So I sat down and I devised a plan on making my own chemical compound of cleaning. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the stuff that kind of made me wanted to do it was like Billy Mays, back when he was alive, you know, the OxyClean commercials. Hi, Billy Mays here with new OxyClean something. I don't fucking really know. It's been a while since I've actually ever said the name Billy Mays. But yeah, so so OxyClean. Oh, see, and as a kid, I'm pretty sure everyone when they're young, they think to themselves like, "Oh shit, this is, goddamn, I really need to their durability on things." Sorry, cut myself off. If I go back and there's a thing for treasure or buried supplies, I'm gonna do that one as well. If there is. Anyway, back story. So yeah, like I was like, as a kid, we all grow up thinking that every commercial that we watch is like top tier, best thing ever. It works. There's no cons about it. It's all pros. Whether it be fucking things for toys, food, mainly like, you know, children's stuff, you know? And yes, there is always cleaning stuff on children's show. But I didn't always watch satellite. Beginning of my life, I watched cable. That's what we did. That's what cable was the thing back then. And then years went by, and then we actually got like satellite, and by then I think like probably 80% of the world did that. And then if I don't know, like a few years later, they got rid of cable. You can't have cable. You can't have free TV no more. But so yeah, commercials, everyone top tier, you know. Now, every so often, I'd watch an OxyClean commercial, and it would be it was like the spray sud stuff, you know, where it would be a little better than what it actually did. You could get your scope scum lime deposits off just by spraying it, and it would automatic. Oh, hello. Ooh, Poppin' Pills Factory, you say? Yeah, I can punch too. But yeah, so it is what it is about that, right? I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. I think most kids, they want toys or candy when they go to the shop or store or some shit. I was like, nah, I want OxyClean, so because I want to try it out. And I think my dumbass kept thinking it was really good, which it might be good. I haven't tried OxyClean. Ooh, okay, I'll try that. I guess maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I know, fucking brain just goes everywhere. So that's what it is, you know. It's just, oh, I wanted cleaning supplies basically, which to me, going back and thinking that. I'm like, oh my god, that's so dumb of me. I'm a kid. I mean, yeah, I wasn't the most favorite kid. I was the I wasn't the middle child. So you know how people are always. I have a way of getting to back where I'm trying to talk to. I do apologize how sporadic it is. But everyone's like, oh, the youngest child, they get everything, they get away with shit. Nah, not where I was raised. I was raised to be basically the punching bag of the family, which that's fine. I didn't mind it. I'm gonna take these. Do you have any? You do. Bear supplies. I need a shovel. I just need some plant fibers. Okay. So yeah, I was basically the punching bag of when I was younger to my family, and I'm not embarrassed to say that. Like, it's just how I grew up. You know, I was the punching bag, and I didn't mind it. You know, it's a sad feeling looking on it now, but it is what it is. Now, this is where it's gonna get weird, right? I was like, I want this. I want this so badly. Please let me have this. I need this. I need this because I like cleaning. I mean, at the beginning, I was probably forced to clean stuff. It was never my my older siblings. It was always just me. So I was like, you know what? I don't care. I liked it. Like I said, I got into the groove, and that was my thing. So we went to the store this one time. We got it. And I was just like, ah, yes, yes. And I tried it out. It didn't really work like it did in the commercials. Shocker. Now, that being said, that's when I started really thinking, man, I wish I could make something like this because I could make money. Because I was still in the mindset of a kid, like always making some harebrained scheme to make a dollar or money, really anything like that. And then I just started thinking, cleaning supplies, there's a shit ton of those. Or probably when I was younger, there's a crap ton of those. And I was just like, oh, I can make money doing cleaning supplies. Let me do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh boy. And that night I sat down and that's all I did. I wanted to do nothing but think about what I would want for a cleaning supply. And I was like I'm in the mindset of always trying to help people. And I know that's not what like big corporations do. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna make a cleaner that's all purpose that will help everyone. You won't ever have to buy any other products ever, right? So I started combining stuff. I started combining all the cleaning supplies that I had for like certain things, and some of them are really good. Along with a few home remedies as well that I've remembered how to get rid of stuff like. If you ever have like a big lime deposit on any of your faucets, a little salt, a little lemon juice, and some vinegar will help it. It will help it, but it might if you leave it on for too long, it will corrode your pipe. It's metal, salt, acidy stuff will corrode your pipes. That's why I tell you don't ever like do saltwater stuff. Like if you ever live on a beach or live on a boat, make sure you have a certain type of metal. But I was just combining shit, and just because I don't want anyone to recreate it, because it did hurt me, I'm not going to tell you what I did to make it. But if those of you who are smart and know how chemicals work, you can probably guess what happened or what I mixed in together. I think it was like the beginning of spring because I think we were doing the whole spring cleaning bullshit. I mixed up I think like 4 things because I was cleaning a toilet, right? I was cleaning a toilet. This was the toilet that one of my older siblings used, and mainly my dad would use if my mom wasn't in the bathroom in their bedroom because they had one. I mixed all this shit together because there was this stain. It wasn't like a gross stain. It was like just where water has just been sitting still for so long, like with years. It just happens to just kind of make like a ring around. You know, I think everyone knows what I'm talking about. The ring of like dirty water. 'Cause we at one point I think we still are. Uh, Well water. Ooh, pickaxe. Give me a pickaxe. Damn. Thank you though. So yeah, we were well water, and if it heavy rain, it always would turn our water muddy. So that's really why the stain I think was there, was because of the mud that ever got in our thing so ever so often. And I was just mixing chemicals because like, oh man, I really want to get this, and I've tried a lot of different things, and I can't get rid of this ring. I know I'm gonna mix things, so I started mixing things. Right, put in one that I normally put, which is like toilet bowl cleaner. I'll say that one because that's really the only one I. It's fine if I say that because it's what I was doing. But then I started mixing other things in. I think I mixed about 5, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6 different cleaning supplies together. And I was like, okay, like I do normally, I let things rest in there. Like usually when you use toilet bowl cleaner, you're supposed to let it sit for a little bit. So I was like, okay, I'll just let it sit for a little bit, you know? Right now I'm thinking of like I was letting it marinate. I come back about half an hour later and it smells really strong and potent, and I'm just like, ooh, guess those things are really making a nice little scent, right? I opened the toilet bowl because we had one of those that was you had the seat and then you had the seat cover type thing, and ours was wood. It was holding back the actual chemical smell it had. Like I don't know what you call it when, because you know when you go into when it goes to your nose, usually it's a smell, sometimes water. Vapor. I think that's what I'm looking for. The word's vapor. The vapor was constricted to the bowl while it was closed. So I was just smelling like the chemicals mixing together, right? The smell, the aroma. I opened it up and I got hit with one of the worst feelings in my life because I was like, it smells weird. So I went in to go like an idiot. I'm a fucking child, so I'm a fucking idiot. I go in and I smell it, and it's so potent when I do it. It like knocks me down onto the ground into the bathroom, and I am like gasping for air. Like I'm wheezing because of like this thing hurt me so bad with my respiratory system. I was just like, oh my god, I'm dying. And I really I think was dying, but not like dying. I was just hurt to the point where my body was trying to, it was basically fight or flight type thing my body was trying to do, was trying to keep me alive. I hear another one out there. And I was just like, I was sitting there coughing, wheezing, gasping for air. And my dad came in because he heard me like, I remember he came in and it was like, what is that smell? And he sees me on the ground like holding my I see it. I'm just getting some more clay. No, what is this? No, clay. I'm just getting some more because I'm gonna need a lot. So yeah, I was like holding my mouth, my nose. I was hurting. I was in pain. And when he grabbed me, he pulled me out of the bathroom too, because I think at that one, even though my folks were hard asses, I do now see that they did care about me, but they probably could have done a little better. Not just always spoiled my oldest. this is when it gets interesting, because when my dad pulled me out, like, he was worried that I was actually hurt, because like I was still like coughing up a storm. I was wheezing, just just trying to get air. Like, I was trying to force myself to breathe because I couldn't breathe because of this scent, this aroma of bad smell, or really toxic. It's more like it's called a toxic thing. Oh, you're already dead. My bad. And I'm just there, just trying to do that. Like, my dad, he was, he was pretty strong. He was still able to pick me up. I don't know. I probably weighed 100 and, I really don't know how much I weighed as a kid. Like, now I know I weigh like 210, and I'm fat. Like, I know I'm fat just because. Okay, I get it now. Ooh, yes, please, meat stew. Let's fucking go. Yeah, like, I think the adrenaline of, like, I guess basically seeing your son kind of dying in front of you probably gives you some adrenaline. Like, I mean, to me, that's what it was. Like, his adrenaline was spiking, so he was just like, "My boy, no, do not die on me. This is no place to die." Oh, that was a nice headshot too. Uh, when he moved my hand out of my mouth, because I think he was in the process or in the mindset that he might have to give me some type of, not mouth to mouth, but some like CPR, but not CPR. I don't know, like that, or he was just wondering like why I was doing it. I still don't know to this day, because I don't think I ever actually really asked. And from what he told me and from what I saw from his hands, I had all this blood coming out of my nose. I was coughing up the blood, and I was just, at that point I was hysterical because I was so exhausted from that short time of just coughing really hard, from trying to get air back into my lungs. I was pretty much just exhausted. And he finally, like, he like, he put me down into the, or in our living room, and he quickly ran back into the bathroom and flushed mode. I heard it. I heard him flush mode, and I was just sitting there, just like, I hurt. My lungs hurt. Really, I didn't say it was my lungs. It was more like my chest hurt, but it was more or less my lungs. And I was just like, oh shit. I just wanted to clean. That's all it was. And my dad, he came back in. He asked me, am I okay? Like, because no one ever wants to take their kid to the hospital or ER. Like, no one ever wants to do that. Even if, they're dying, especially where I grew up. What do I need? Waited. I'll do that one. Yes, please. I'll do that one. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, like, here I am, just on the couch. My dad comes back. I'll leave it open. It's fine. And I'm just like waiting for him to. Honestly, I think I was waiting for him to come beat my ass, because I thought I was in trouble for cleaning. Like, I did. Ooh, pardon me. I thought I was in trouble for like breaking something, but he came back and like sat with me for a while I. Yeah, I hear you. While I was just like still slowly trying to. I was slowly getting my, like, a normal breathing pattern, but I was still like kind of coughing up blood. And I don't actually remember. Oh, whoops. I don't remember actually going to the hospital per se, but I do remember he did ask me a lot of the times that, was I okay? Am I good? He actually ended up like giving, like, he told me to sit still, and he brought me, for the first time I think that I can remember, he actually went to the store to get me something instead of just like getting it for one of my older siblings. He actually got it for me. It was the blue Gatorade. He knew that I think everyone really knew that I loved the blue Gatorade, because to me, I'm a sucker for blue. I like the way blue looks and feels. And I'm just gonna go for main mode, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm really like being weird. Sorry. But yeah, that was like the first time he actually went to the store for me, and it wasn't for my older siblings. And people knew that I liked blue Gatorade. Like, I don't think it was. I don't think anyone thought without a shadow of a doubt that I did not like blue Gatorade at all. Like, I think that was just common. Everyone just knew. Yeah, Moon loves blue Gatorade. It's just that's what he likes. Oh, there's a lot of eagles here too. Hello. You're dead. No, you're not. Ah, I'm concussed. No. I think I have some pills on me, actually. I don't. That's fine. I got some back in base camp. So yeah, first time he got me Gatorade. Sorry, I know. Basically, fuck. I ended up turning all these chemicals into some form of a mustard gas. That's what I'm trying to say. I know I could have said that straight up. I'm turning up like any. Why are you crawling, weirdo? I know I could be turning these like short stories into fucking like 2 minutes. But I'm also trying to give you guys more background on me. I'm not trying to give you all my backstory. I'm trying to keep myself a little bit of a mystery, because nothing wrong with that. But I do understand that I could have like simplified it pretty quickly. Ooh. Okay. I'll wear that. This goes here. I need to get rid of this. Modify this. Put that. Wear. Modify this. And let me wear it again. Alright. Yeah, so again, I know I could have probably done that a lot quicker, but you guys know me. My brain's very... It's not the best brain. My brain's really fucked. Yeah, I pretty much made mustard gas. And I know that's something someone... Guarantee if I was put how I made mustard gas on YouTube, I'd probably get in trouble for it. And also someone would be like, I'm doing this to hurt people. Tell me, what is your secret? And I... Okay. Quick, easy, and efficient. Gotta love it. So yeah, like, that's the time I liquefied my lungs. I know I probably actually didn't do it, because I never went to the doctor. But I did get better after like a couple of weeks. But the reason I say that I liquefied my lungs because of all the shit that I was coughing up was blood. Ooh. Damn. I have to use any of my resources. That's the point. So yeah, like that's what it is. Now, I know, like I was saying, I could be simplifying my stories into it, like, I'm just doing this so you guys know a little more about who I am as a human being, as a person of the crack-headed ways I am. Bones. I don't want a boner. So yeah, I like how I was starting off this. Well, like, I needed to get my horde base going. I'm over here doing fucking whatchamacalls. Is it? Oh, another one? Nice. I know. I'll break this one later. Scrap you. I'll scrap you. Nice. Sorry, a little quietness just so I could kill her. Let me see anything. Sniper Volume 4. Okay. I can wear this one. All right. So yeah, we got time for another story. I'm not. I know you guys probably think I'm trying to draw it out for content purposes. I'm not. My brain is just that slow that I have to make sure I say things correctly so I don't end up doing something really stupid. Now, so here's another thing of mine, right? This was probably when I was in my teen years, I think. Yeah, I think it was probably like 15 or 16 at the time, maybe. No, maybe been 14. Sorry, sorry if I can't remember like what age it was. So I was starting to get really more physically active when I was becoming a teenager. Like I wanted to be more physically active. I wanted to be a runner. So I wanted to be like a professional runner, which to me at the time was like the coolest thing ever. Don't tell me why. Don't tell me why I think that was what it was. It just was. I ended up signing for like cross country and shit. Did really good at it. Not like the best, but I was actually getting really good at it. I ended up like doing my first 5K, and I came in like the top 10. And with my first time actually doing a 5K, and it wasn't like something. Oh, it's the national 5K. It was just like our hometown 5K run, type shit like that. And I was like, oh, cool. As a kid who's in his teens, I fucking was in like top 10. I think it was 7th or 6th, one of the two. That was fun. Oh, hang on. What were you about to say? I'll take this. I know I need to be doing the other things, but I do want to see if I can get myself whatchamacalls, a thing. A thing. Ooh, a stone shovel? A level 6 stone shovel? God, oh, 5 though. Nah, I don't really need that. An anvil. I'm gonna keep the anvil. I do want the anvil. Your mom does the math on this dick. Kidding. So anyway, I first 5K, yada yada yada. And I was getting more physically active, and I was training myself to run a lot more distances. Now the property I was on, this was my family-owned property. It was my grandfather's property, who had a few hundred acres of land at the time. I think he still owns it all. I know he's older, so he doesn't really use it as much. But I think he rents it to people to like do hay and shit. I was just running around the perimeter because I didn't want to be one of those people who just like casually roll up on someone else's property. Just because I didn't want to come off looking like an asshole. Let's see, just quickly. Oh, I meant to sell that. Quickly throw all this in there. This boink, boink, boink. All right, there we go. On our way. So, ooh, I need to turn that off. And hang on. Sorry, I'm so stupid. Do I have any? I'm pretty sure I have painkillers. Do I not really? Huh. Okay. Oh, I'll eventually find some. They're not that rare. So, I was running around my grandfather's property, which again, a few hundred acres. I'd spent like 3 hours just running in the woods. And it was just nice being able to like just run around, watch nature, just be a beautiful thing like she is. Nice. I'll get hammered. And I was just like, okay, I'm feeling good. Now, I've done it multiple times. At this point, I've been doing it for I think like 6 months. I was doing it every day for about 6 months. So I mean, not now. I can't do for shit nothing because my fucking knees are shot. Mainly because of work that I did for 3+ years. Yes, hello. That's a story for another day. So I was just so I don't know what made me want to do what I'm about to tell you guys, but it did make me do some really stupid things. In my head, I was like, all right, I need to increase my resilience. So I'm going to start running up hills and really sheer stuff. Now, you might be thinking, that's actually that's a smart idea. You'll get better anytime you're trying to run uphill. Oh, I can't repair that? Uh-oh. That's fine. I really thought I had stone. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna start going up hills and shit, trying to increase my I don't really fucking know what to call it really. I know, sorry, I don't mean to get just quiet. I just like start enjoying the game all of a sudden. Not a good thing for me if I'm trying to make a video. So I start going up hills and I'm doing it for like I don't know, weeks. Yeah, a few weeks I'm doing these. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start going up even steeper shit. And at that point I went, oh, you know what I need to do though? I need to have a way to actually climb these things, these hills and mini mountain things. So what do? Well, I'm a huge knife guy. I like knives, which is probably why I can't probably go to London or England because, oh, we ban our knives here. You're not allowed to have knives. For some reason, my dumbass was like, you know what I'm gonna use? I'm gonna use a hook knife. Now, for those of you who don't know what a hook knife is, a hook knife is a type of blade that it hooks onto, like, I think you're supposed to use them for like cutting lines on things or some shit. The fishing line. I'm not 100% sure really what hook knives are, what their true intent is, but it had a hook, so it was just a basic knife, but it had like a hook aspect to it, so I call it a hook knife. So it might not be a traditional hook knife, but it definitely is a hook, some type of hook knife. Backside. Please be a stone. Damn it. The one time it doesn't have stone in it. Stop giving me blood bags. I don't need blood bags. Jesus. Let's see. Ooh, knife stalker. Ooh, I like that. All right. Ooh, shit. That's not a good thing. So yeah, I grabbed this knife, and my thought process was, okay, so this is how I'm gonna be able to climb up steeper mountains. You know, I'm gonna be able to do steeper mountains because I can use this one, and I had like, I think I had two of them. Yeah, I think I had two because I like was gonna dual wield some shit, and I was just like, oh, this is gonna help me latch on to things in the ground. I'm gonna be able to just climb it with ease. This is when it's gonna get. Ooh. Really? Okay. I need to find a stone. It's so stupid. Why is it? This is like the one time I'm not finding stone or anything. I need some stone. Please give me some stone. Why are you not giving me stone? Usually there's some stone. I need one more. There we go. Repair. An extra shovel. There we go. All right. So and you may think, oh, that's actually kind of a good way of thinking about it. If I'm gonna just be able to do this for this, right? It's not anything dangerous. Not anything dangerous at all. So I go on my normal route. I start running, and I'm like, all right. Instead of going this way, I'm gonna go this way because I know that there's a kind of very steep hill. Like it goes from being it's called a flat surface to fucking 50 degrees, like really quickly. And I'm running up it, and I'm like starting to do that whole like you move forward and you're starting to slide back. So I'm throwing them into the ground, the hook knife, or I'm just gonna call them knives. They might not be hook knives. I'm not sure really, even to this day. But I'm like, all right, I'm starting to slip and fall. Not gonna worry about it. Now, this is when this is when shit goes from bad to worse. Excuse me, sir. I hear you out there. You need to calm down. So at this point, I am. Wonder why the zombie's not. Good, you did. Oh, I missed something here. Damn. All right. At this point, I'm like really sweaty. I'm breathing heavy, feeling good. I'm feeling good because I've been running for about an hour now, and wouldn't you know it, I'm doing something really stupid for the first time. Shocker, a kid doing that. Oh man, never heard of that before. Hello, sir. Welcome. Oh, hey, you were pretty quick on that, weren't you? Please give me some. things. There we go. Now, how do I put this lightly? I didn't know that I'd hurt myself at this point. So this is where it's going to get really fast chaotic. So I'm sprinting up this thing, quickly throwing him in, picking him back up. I lose my grip on it, and I like quickly throw my fucking body to try to grab for it for some reason. And I do grab it. And I just keep going. And fuck, it was like probably I think it was just pure adrenaline at this point. About because I was timing myself, and I would look down at my watch, and I was like, all right, been about an hour, and I start feeling my hand hurting all of a sudden, and I'm wondering, what the hell? Why does my hand hurt? And I shrugged it off for a second, but then it started like escalating a little quickly. It's like, ow, what? Did something bite me? Thinking like, because out in the middle of nowhere with a lot of nature, maybe some type of bug is on me and it bit me. I look down to see my pinky finger barely hanging on. Now, like I said, it sounds obscene. I know it does. But my pinky finger was hanging on by a few things, skin and tendons. It was very bloody too. And I was like, oh shit. That would explain why it hurts. So I'm just sitting there kind of looking at it, and I'm watching as my finger is dangling. I had somehow, and going back, I'm seeing it. When I went to grab the knife, when I was falling that one time, I was like, oh shit, that's what had to be when it happened. Somehow, I had gripped that knife so hard on the blade part on accident that it went through like the cartilage where my pinky and my bone, the bone part, you know, I don't really know how to explain it. It went through that. Now I'm from the South where we keep our knives sharp. That is what we do. And that's probably another reason why it happened when it happened. And I was just like, oh, well, shit. Because, mind you, this is when no one in my family was home. They all went off to do fucking something. Why are you an idiot? Why would you say that you're an idiot? Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, so like, so I casually start walking. Like, I'm walking and not caring too much about my finger. Because I'm like, oh, it's fine. I'll be fine. And insert that meme of the dog when everything's on fire. This is fine. Oh, I'm walking back. Wait, I got steroids, don't I? Dude, take some steroids. Let's fucking go. So yeah, I walked back, and I walked back to my grandfather's house. My grandmother, grandfather, because they live together still. They're still together. Love them so much. Because they were closer to where it was than my house. And I went in, and I picked up their phone. I dialed it. Because I didn't know where they were. They didn't answer. Like I said, I wasn't the favorite child, so if I called, they wouldn't answer. I mean, to be fair, they probably thought it was them, but my grandparents probably they thought it was them, or my parents thought it was probably my grandparents from my dad's side, so it's probably his mom and dad, so he didn't really give a shit. Because he'd come home, he'd come visit them like about 3 times a week, because we live like really close to each other. Oh, man. Sorry, my fucking face is all of a sudden just trying to itch. I need that wood. I would want the wood splitter mod, but I need that wood. not gonna worry about those. Now, I'm trying to sell things. Yeah. Can't sell a bone knife. Damn. I don't really think I was trying to buy anything, was I? I think maybe this. Yeah, cobblestone rocks. Saves me time. Alright. I ain't good, you're done browsing. You ain't gonna charge me shit, buddy. Alright. Let's continue. So they're not picking up. Like, alright, well, guess on my own. So I go into my grandmother's needle kit, because, you know, a lot of old people. I say old people. People, they like there are certain things people like to do, like sewing, stitching, and things. And by this point, I was really getting into like also medical stuff. Like, oh, what's that? Bullet hole? All right, pack the wound. Fucking make sure it's packed tight so they can stop the bleeding really quickly. All that shit, yada yada yada. Now I couldn't do that with my pinky because one, I didn't have any gauze with me or any other thing that would help me stay alive. So I was just like, fine. It's fine. All fine. I'll take that. I'll throw chairs on here so that way I have some extra fuel. I'm gonna take the rocks. I meant to sell this. I don't really drink beer, so I don't really do that in games too much. That's fine. Alright, that's these. Alright, I'm gonna start gathering resources, I guess. Oh wait. I already have one, so that's fine. So yeah, like I go into my grandmother's stuff and I'm cleaning out the wound. I'm using a lot of different things. I'm using alcohol and it's burning a lot. And I'm just like, ah, shit, that fucking hurts like a motherfucker. And from a lot of just damage of my body throughout the years, I have a lot of nerve damage. And I kind of just I have a high pain tolerance. I'm not saying I don't have a pain or I don't feel pain. I do feel pain, but it's not like it's not the normal one like most people. But I'm just sitting there cleaning out the wound, making sure there's nothing in there. I grab up her sewing stuff, and I don't have medical grade thread, so I fucking just used what was handy with there. I ended up making sure there was nothing obstructing it, so because I put it back on top, and I sewed my finger back together. I did it by myself, and I was like, I need to make sure this thing stays on so I can start having it heal. I ended up like putting cotton balls all around my finger to make like a makeshift bandage. And then I duct taped my finger like an idiot. I duct taped my finger together. So my pinky's over here just like, oh, you were off my fucking hand almost, but here I am. Fucking duct taping that shit back on there. What am I doing? Repair. 7. I need one more. Yeah, I'm over here just like, oh, here's my pinky. Here I go. And I was just like, okay, it is what it is. Oh my god. Later that night, though, or no, not even later that night. I think it was like a week. My finger, it was still hurting. I was in excruciating pain on my finger. And I was changing out the thing every day. Or maybe like more than just once a day. I think I was doing it about 3 times a day. I was changing out the quote unquote bandage that I had. And then finally, when I was eating with my folks, they asked me, what's up with my finger? Why do I have it like that? I'm like, oh, it's just cut it a little bit. It's fine. And God, me being Mr. Tough Guy. Oh, it's fine. I just cut my goddamn finger off. It's fine. My mom fucking asked me, said, let me see it. I was like, why the fuck do you want to see it? But okay. They see it and they see what happened. And they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you doing? Yada yada. They're yelling at me. They're bitching at me. Pretty sure they're pretty much calling me a fucking idiot at that point. And my dad looks over to me, says, did you do that on purpose? I was like, no, I did this. I did this. And then my mom's like, no, that sounds like you did it on purpose. I'm just like, what the fuck? No, what the hell are you guys on? And then they're like, we're taking your knives away. I got punished for doing something completely on accident. And it's, to this day, I always will kind of be spiteful for that one. Because I'm like, I did that on accident. And they fucking punished me for it. They took away my knives for like, I don't know really I don't know when I got them back. I think it was a few months. I wasn't allowed to have a knife because they thought, oh, he's hurting himself. Oh, our boy. Oh, no. They don't want to be known as that family who has someone kill themselves. Which, it's fair. That's fair. But yeah, like, that's a couple stories about me. And me being very stupid with mixing things and cutting my finger off and putting it back on together. Oh, so I did actually go to the doctor, like right after that. And the doctor was kind of like, well, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news, you're gonna keep your finger. You did kind of a good job. Not many people who don't know much about stuff like this, they don't do as good of a job. Yours is an okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. I was like, cool. What's the bad news? He's like, the bad news is you're not going to be able to actually move your finger without it popping and moving and sounding weird. I was like, okay. And I have a lot of nerve damage there on my pinky, but when I do make a fist with my hand, it does pop every time. It's like a little pop, but it is what it is. But anyway, that's all the time I got. Like I was saying, thanks for joining me on this stupidity journey of mine. So I was just wanting to, I started off chopping trees because I wanted to make a horde base on day 2, but I didn't do that, but it is what it is. But yeah, if you guys want to see more content like this, other things that I got planned in the future, there's a button down there called the subscribe button. You guys hit it if you want to, because I will never tell you to do so. And if you let me know that I'm doing a good job, there's a button for that too. Call it the like button. Again, don't have to hit it, but that will grow the channel and help you do rather push out the other people than me like you did. Because I know I'm not for everyone. That's why I tell you to do one thing. Tell your friends, your family, your pets about who I am and what I do. Lastly, got the comments. Let me know what is one of the stupidest things you guys have done, or some story like that, you know? Or just kind of bash me for being really stupid, because I would accept that too. Anyway, my name is Moon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!